Welcome back to Old Man Sneaker Review. My name is Preet, and today we have a different kind of video, the all-confusing orthotic conversation. So let me preface this video by stating I am not a podiatrist or a medical specialist. I just am a 40-something-year-old that loves basketball and does a ton of research. I looked into a few orthotic options due to a burning Achilles, but every basketball sneaker review kept coming back to the Move Game Day and Game Day Pro insoles. Now in the past I had used the Move Game Day Pro, but found the nylon midfoot plate to be too aggressive and eventually hurt my plantar fascia. This time around, I went with the less aggressive Move Game Day insole, which has a much more flexible midfoot plate, but I immediately noticed that the arch support was not supporting my arch, but rather dig into my midfoot. I also noticed that the insole took up too much volume in the shoe. I kept looking around for either even more low-profile insoles or wider arched insoles and landed on the Power Step Pinnacle Low Arch insole and was pleasantly surprised. Let's take a look at the Move Game Day dimensions. As you can see, without any measurements, the Move insoles look much more narrow than the Power Step insoles. In my opinion, a more narrow orthotic means more foot meat sagging off the insole and less support for the arch of a wide footer. Measuring both at the arch, the Move insole is a full centimeter more narrow than the Power Step. Lengthwise, the Move is a size 13 and the Power Step is a size 12-13, so naturally the Power Step will take up less space in the shoe. What I discovered was that the Power Step insole is a wider insole, but the arch height between the two is the same. But since the Power Step is wider, the arch support actually starts where a wider footer's arch begins, which gives those with wide feet with low arches the support they actually need. What really shocked me was how thick the heel cup of the Move insole was. This takes up a lot of space, and perhaps it does aid with performance with the combination of the correct shoe and accompanying foot, but for me, this resulted in my foot sitting too high, causing heel slippage. What is unfortunate is that a lot of my wide foot friends would suggest the Game Day over the Pro because they felt that a wider foot would just weigh down the arch support, which would result in a better fitting orthotic. But at that point, why not just use the OEM insoles? It does the same thing. The Power Step stability plate is not as stiff as the Game Day Pro, but it's much more substantial than the regular Game Day insole. Initially wearing it, the plate is pronounced, but it breaks in nicely and eventually feels molded to one's foot. At the end of the day, an orthotic is there to support your foot, so certain components of your legs, ankles, arch, Achilles, calves, don't have to overwork, which results in inflammation and soreness. That being said, for my wide foot with low arch, I decided to go with the Power Step low arch insoles over the Game Day. I felt the Game Day took up too much space in my shoe, was too narrow near my arch, pushed my feet up in the shoe too high, which caused heel slippage, and due to its narrowness, was on par with the retail insole. Anyway, would love to hear your thoughts on the orthotics. Sound off in the comment section below, and until next time, stay hooping, my friends.